the territory does not testify of that weight of possession. So that it is possible in a department, for example, you have 200 students at a particular level. And 160 of them fellowshipped in a church this morning, not as first-timers, but as workers, which suggests that 160 out of 200 have life. But when you come into the department, you find out that Satan is king them. When God gave me that appraisal report, I broke down. And so I began to ask him why life could be sufficient, but it could not be impacted. You know, there was a testimony that Jesus gave about John the Baptist. Jesus said he was a burning and a shining light. Burning to indicate that the illumination that John sustained was impacting. It was damaging. No matter how hard your heart was, if you decided to take a spiritual pilgrimage from Jerusalem and you went into the wilderness to listen to John, your heart will be cut. That was John's trademark. It was not eloquence. It was not the miraculous either. For we have arrived at a plane in our nation where the quality of ministry is judged by the things that you can do. So sometimes we are asked, how many dead people have you raised in your ministry? A few. So raising the dead is something we can tick to the glory of God. How many blind eyes have you seen? Very few. We can still tick it. How many deaf have you? How many deaf ears have you opened? Quite many. But there are still things that are out of place. Are you with me? However, you see, Jesus' testimony of John was built on a measuring system that was heavenly. Because you cannot judge what I was sent to do if you were not there to know what I was sent to do. It's not a comfort zone, as you will see in my sermon tonight. Because what God is looking for is for vessels that will give him a chance in the day that he wants to manifest. Before I set out for Ibadan on Friday, I had a discussion with my pastors and then a few others. Angela, you were there. And I was saying to them that my pursuit now is not to become everything. My pursuit is to become that vessel that gives God a chance in the day he wants to do something. That if God wants to raise a dead man now and is looking for a vessel, I want to be that vessel. It becomes sad that God is intent upon raising a dead man and there is nobody in the environment who has faith to raise a dead man. That a day comes when a negative spirit entity rises in the territory and God is looking for a pure man that he can send to bring down that entity. And then he walks into the church and he can't find the man. I want my life to be beaten into a shape that God can slide into it and perform his enterprise. Because according to our fathers, which is a truth, the relationship between God and his man is the relationship between a hand and a glove. If you walk into a surgery, whether it's for cesarean section or appendectomy or laparotomy or whatever tomy is about to be carried out, you find out that the contact with the forceps is not a human hand. The contact is a glove. In the same way, in the day that God achieves his enterprise in the earth, man is like a glove. God wants to wear you. So that it is the man that they see. It is the glove that makes contact with the cutters, the blades. If you need to jack out the intestine, it's the glove that touches the intestine. But that glove has no life. if there's no hand in it. It's to bring to fore the consciousness of what Jesus was saying in John chapter 15, that I am the vine, ye are the branches. Without me, you can do nothing. A glove is not apportioned life outside the hand. It becomes sad in the day that the hand is ready and there's no glove that fits. That's my cry. Maybe some of you saw my status. That has been my cry since dawn. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. And I want us to pray for a few minutes before I journey on. I want to be a gift to you. I don't want to have oxygen in my nostrils and you are still looking for a man. If there is a molding, if there is a labor that you can carry out on a man, that it becomes a 24 hours, 7 days